Welcome to the Sage 50 US Edition Anytime Learning topic. In this topic, you will learn about the new features available in Sage 50 and Sage 50C Accounting Release 2017.1. Sage 50 Accounting Release 2017.1 introduces a robust set of new features that greatly enhance the way you work in the program. These new features enable you to create and send online invoices with Sage 1, share your Sage Drive data with more than one user at a time using the new Sage Drive read-only mode, back up your data to the cloud with the new Cloud Backup feature, and email colleagues and customers from within the program using a web-based email provider. Let's take a closer look at each of these new and useful features. Beginning with the Release 2017.1, you can now integrate Sage 50C Accounting with a free subscription to Sage 1. This feature is exclusive to Sage 50C. Sage 1 is a web browser and mobile app cloud-based accounting and invoicing solution that lets you invoice customers online and on the go, and then download the invoices into Sage 50, offering you the freedom to run your business anywhere, anytime. Easy to use and simple to understand, Sage 1 helps you simplify the billing process and improve customer payment cycles. Let's take a look. Once you are up and running in Sage 1, you can connect Sage 50C to Sage 1 using the new Connection Wizard. You can access the Connection Wizard by selecting the File menu on the program's menu bar, Sage 1, and then Set up Sage 1 Connection. After signing in to your Sage 1 account, the Connection Wizard will walk you step by step through mapping your Sage 50C chart of accounts with your Sage 1 accounts, matching your Sage 50C sales tax codes with the appropriate Sage 1 tax codes, and synchronizing your customer records between the two products. Once this initial connection is complete, you will be ready to enter sales invoices into Sage 1 using this information in much the same way you enter invoices into Sage 50C. When you want to download invoices created in Sage 1, simply access the Sage 1 menu from the File menu and open the Download Transactions window. On this window, you can make a backup and then click Download Transactions to download your Sage 1 invoices directly into your sales journal in Sage 50C. Downloaded Sage 1 invoices will be accessible from the Sales Invoicing task window, just like Sage 50C invoices. In addition to sales invoices, the Download Transactions window will download and synchronize new Sage 1 customers, as well as your Sage 1 product and service records. These items will be matched with existing Sage 50C inventory records or added as new records. Please note that currently Sage 1 items are downloaded to Sage 50C, but Sage 50C items are not uploaded to Sage 1. You will need to add any necessary Sage 50C inventory items in Sage 1 manually. Like Sage 50C, you can have Sage 1 email invoices to your customers. And if you have enabled online payments in Sage 1, your customers can click a Pay Now link included on the emailed invoice to quickly and easily pay online. As you can see, integrating Sage 50C with Sage 1 helps you complete everyday invoicing tasks quicker from any device with a web browser, including mobile phones or tablets. You'll also get paid faster by letting your customers pay you from within your invoice using different payment methods. Now let's take a look at the new Sage Drive read-only mode. The Sage Drive feature included in Sage 50 Accounting lets you upload your company data to a secured internet location where you and your colleagues can access the shared data from anywhere Sage 50C is installed and an internet connection is available. In previous versions of the program, only one user can access a Sage Drive company at any given time. This means that when a remote user is active in a shared Sage Drive company, the remote user must log out before other users can access the company, and vice versa. With Release 2017.1, Additional users can now enter a shared Sage Drive company in read-only mode while an active user is currently in the company editing data. Here's how it works. When you remotely open a shared data set that has a current user active in it, the program will display a message letting you know that you can open the company in a read-only state. If you only need to view information and reports, you can open the company in a read-only state while the active user is still in it. Opening a Sage Drive company in read-only mode is similar to navigating an archived company. You can only view the company data while the company is in read-only mode. You cannot add, edit, or delete information. For example, you can view an existing transaction on a task window, such as a sales invoice, but the Save, Delete, Print, and Email buttons are disabled. This effectively prohibits you from saving changes to transactions while in read-only mode. In addition, you will not be able to create new transactions while in read-only mode. For example, if we try to record a payment for this invoice on the Receive Money task window, we will receive an error message when trying to save the new receipt, explaining why the data could not be saved. All major lists and reports are available for viewing and printing, since reports are natively read-only and do not update the company database. While in read-only mode, the Sage Drive bar at the top of the program displays read-only in red. This lets you know that you are currently in the company in a read-only state. While in read-only mode, the Sage Drive dataset will not synchronize your copy of the data with changes made by the active user until you click on the Drive bar and select Refresh Company. Like Sage 1 integration, the new read-only mode is another Sage 50C exclusive that lets you and your colleagues get more done quicker. If you have a Microsoft Office 365 Business Premium subscription, you can now configure Sage 50C to make automatic backups of your critical company data to a secure location in the OneDrive storage area of your Office 365 account. You can schedule backups for any time that is convenient for you and your company. Simply set up your backup schedule once, and the rest is taken care of for you. Sage 50 doesn't even have to be running to make the scheduled backup. No more hassles or worries about the safety and security of your data. Let's take a quick look at how to use Cloud Backup. The new Cloud Backup feature can be accessed by selecting File, Cloud Backup, and then Cloud Backup Settings. The Automatic Cloud Backup window is where you can schedule unattended cloud backups to your online OneDrive storage area. Scheduling automatic backups is easy. Simply sign in to your Office 365 account, and then select a time of day you would like the backup to run and on what days of the week. Because an automatic backup cannot run if other users are logged into the company, automatic cloud backups should be scheduled at a time when no users are accessing Sage 50C, such as 3 a.m. in the morning. You can also configure Sage 50 to notify you or others of backup results. When you are finished, click Save. And that's it. Sage 50C will automatically configure your Windows Task Scheduler to automate your scheduled backups. Since this task runs independent of Sage 50C, you can schedule backups of your company data at a time when the main Sage 50C program is not running. Sage 50C backs up your data to your Office 365 OneDrive storage area. A file group will be created using your business's name as the name of the group in which backups will be stored. You can identify backup files by their PTB file name extension. PTB backups are the same type of backup files made by the program's regular backup tools. Each backup file is a complete set of your company data, as of the date and time the backup is made. If you ever need to restore a cloud backup, select a file from the menu bar, Cloud Backup, and then Restore from Cloud. Cloud Backup with Microsoft Office 365 offers you an effective way to securely store and retrieve company backup files online, providing an additional layer of security to your overall data backup strategy. Many transactions, lists, and reports can be emailed directly from within Sage 50 Accounting. In previous versions, emailing from within the program required that you have a MAPI-compliant email program installed on your computer. MAPI-compliant email programs include Microsoft Outlook, Mozilla Thunderbird, and so on. Starting with the release 2017.1, Sage 50 now includes built-in support for web-based email providers such as Gmail and Yahoo. This means that you can now send emails using web-based email services. An email program installed on your computer is no longer required to use these types of email services. Let's take a look. Before emailing inside the program, you will first want to configure your email settings using the new Email Setup window. This window can be accessed from the System Navigation Center. By default, Sage 50 is configured to use the desktop email client installed on your computer for emails created within the program. For example, if you have Microsoft Outlook 2016 installed, a new Outlook-based message window will display when you click an email button inside the program. Please note that Release 2017.1 now supports the 64-bit version of Microsoft Outlook 2016. If your business uses a web-based email service, select the Use a Webmail Account option, and then click the Add Account Information link to configure your webmail settings. On the Add Webmail Account window, some webmail service settings, such as Outlook.com and Gmail, are pre-configured. If your webmail service is not listed in the drop-down, select Other, and you can manually enter your webmail service's SMTP server address and port number. This information is usually available in your webmail provider's knowledge base. Another new email feature is the ability to create a custom default message that will be included with emails sending invoices, receipts, and other supported transactions. Simply click on a transaction type and customize the default message to better fit your needs. Once you have defined your email settings, you are ready to send email forms and reports right from the program. To email a report or form, select the Email option at the top of the window, and click Send if necessary. If you are using your default email program, the program will initiate a new message window from your email client. If you set up the program to use your webmail, the new built-in message window will display. If you have assigned a default email to the customer or vendor record associated with the transaction, it will display in the To field. A default subject and message will be added automatically. You can change all of this information as needed. A PDF version of the transaction will be attached to the email. You can click on it to preview it with your default PDF viewer program, such as Adobe Reader. Click Send to send the email. If you are using a web-based email service, you will be prompted to enter your password when you send your first email of the day. You will not be asked for your password again until you exit the program and then reopen it. This concludes our look at the new features available in Release 2017.1 of Sage 50 and Sage 50C Accounting. You have successfully completed this Anytime Learning topic. You have learned how you can create and send online invoices with Sage 1 and Release 2017.1, share your Sage Drive data with more than one user at a time using the new Sage Drive read-only mode, back up your data to the cloud with the new Cloud Backup feature, and email colleagues and customers from within the program using a web-based email provider.